When you're done with the phone, you drop it. All right. Good day to you. Good evening to you. I don't know the time you're going to watch this, but right now this class is live. You're welcome to Learn with Master. And this very moment, I want to throw my sincere apologies for those of us that have been waiting for the past 1 hour. We couldn't start because of some settings which we had to put in place before the class begin. But here we are, welcoming you once again to this very interesting class. So I would say pick up your writing materials, pick up your calculator if you have one, because we are about to go on a very interesting journey. Welcome if you're just joining us right now. We've begun. If you are here, you can like, you can share. If you have not subscribed, you're not doing well. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much. We have started. If you know anybody that you know that has to be here, please make sure you share the link as soon as possible. Let's begin this journey. I had told you that in today's class, we're going to be looking at polynomials, looking at statistics, and also looking at probability. As a way of starting and testing the microphone, I would love us to take just one or two past questions on quadratic equations or relating to quadratic equations that will build a foundation. Also, it would act as a way of helping us recall what we did in our previous class. Let's take it down. The first question that we are going to look at goes like this. If the function f is defined by f into x plus 2 into equals to 2x squared plus 7x minus 5. Find f of minus 1. That means A, is it 10? B, is it minus 8? C, is it 4? And D, is it 10? So we're going to find f of minus 1. And it's a very cheap one. So what this question actually demands from us is we are to assume that what we have in here is equals to minus 1. So if we had, if the question was f of x equals to 2x squared plus 7x minus 5. If this was the question, and then you're finding f of 1, what you're supposed to do here means that I should put the value of 1 inside here. That means in the expression, this will be 1, this will be 1. You get that right now? But this is not what was given as a question. What was given as the question was that we should take x plus 2 as minus 1. So the first thing we're going to do is that we're going to say that x plus 2 equals to minus 1. From here, we quickly make x the subject of formula. So x will be equals to minus 1, all right, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2, all right. And if we have minus 1, minus 2, that is going to be that x equals to minus 1, minus 2. That gives me minus 3. And from there, I would put the value of x as minus 3 inside this. And when I do that, I will now say that, so what I mean is that f of x plus 2 is the same thing as putting the value of x as minus 3. So that's going to be 2 into minus 3 squared plus 7x minus 5. Doing that, 2 times minus 3 squared gives me what? minus 6. No, not minus 6. It will give me plus 9. Plus 7 into, of course, we're supposed to put minus 3 here. 7 into minus 3. That's like saying 7 times minus 3. Minus 5. So proceeding from there, we're going to have 2 times plus 9. That gives me 18. Plus 7 times minus 3 will give me minus 21. And then I have minus 5. 18 minus 21. 18 minus 21. That will give me what? That is going to give me minus 3. Yes, 18 minus 21 is minus 3. Minus 3 minus 5 gives me minus 8. So you can see there that we have gotten our answer. So our answer is B. So from the question we've done so far, you can drop your questions if you have any. All right, I will see it in the comment section. All right, so you are welcome to this chat. You're welcome to this chat. I can see Dara and Phone here. I can see Juliet. You're welcome. I can see Emedi Omo. You're welcome. I can see Emedi Omo, Johnny. You're welcome. All right. So we are here already. I know it's 10:30. All right. So we are live. We are live. So I can see you. I can see you very well. Thank you so much for joining this session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I don't know if we have a question as we continue. Darren Phone, I'm here now. I'm here now. Darren Phone, I'm here now. All right. So we're making progress. So can we continue? Any question from there so far? So thanks for joining. Like, share, and subscribe. All right. Let's proceed to the next question. The next question, which is still part of a follow-up of what we've been doing in our physical classes. The question says, which of the following is a factor of which of the following is a factor of 15 plus 7x minus 2x squared? Option A, is it x minus 3? Option B, is it x minus 5? Option C, is it x plus 3? And option D, is it x plus 5? So I believe you can see the question clearly. Let's begin. If you look at this very well, this question looks very tricky, as if it is not a quadratic expression. And I have options. The first thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to factorize this expression. And we're going to discover something very interesting in here. Let's begin. So, solution, my question there is 15 plus 7x minus 2x squared. Did you know I can decide to factorize it like this? Or I rearrange it. I rearrange it in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c. You remember this form? Rearranging it, I'm going to have minus 2x squared plus 7x plus 15. This is the same thing as plus 15. So what I just did is bringing the squared term at the first term. This is here, and the constant term coming last. This is just a rearrangement to help you. And then I'll factorize this. To find the factors, as a quadratic equation that it is, it's going to have two factors. The question is asking you which of them is a factor. So you need to find the two factors first before you can determine what to choose from the option. So getting there, remember, in our physical class, we have been saying multiply the first term and the last term. When I do that, I'm going to have minus 30x squared. From here, I would have find two factors of minus 30x squared such that when I add, it's going to give me 7x. There are many factors we can keep guessing and keep, playing around with, all right? But to save our time, we are going to have 10x and minus 3x. If I multiply this, I'm going to have minus 30x squared. And if I find the sum, I'm going to have plus 7x. Replace the middle term with these two factors. When I do that replacement, I would have minus 2x plus 10x, all right, minus 3x plus 15. Remember, if I add 10x plus minus 3x, if I add it, I'm going to have 10x minus 3x, and I'm going to have plus 7x. So that is why I know that plus minus is minus, so that's what I have here. So from there we have transited from 3 terms to 4 terms. So I'll group it in twos. And then I'm going to factorize each group of 2. Factorizing the first group of 2, what's the highest common factor? The highest common factor between minus 2x and 10x, the highest common factor is going to be 2x. Meanwhile, this is 2x squared. So I include that. So highest common factor is minus 2x into x plus what? Plus 5. Now, I want you to note this. We have to be very careful here. If we use minus 2x to multiply plus 5, will it give us plus 10x? No. So, because of that, this will not be plus. This will be minus. I did that deliberately. We have to be careful so that we don't miss that. Or you say 10x, which is inside the bracket, plus 10x, divided by the highest common factor is minus 2x. 10x divided by minus 2x is going to give me x times x. 10 divided by minus 2 gives me minus 5. That is another way to determine what is going to be inside the bracket. We move. I bring down my minus sign. What's the highest common factor between 3x and 15? That will be 3. 3 into x plus 5. Wait. If you put plus, you'll be wrong because minus times plus will not give you plus. So the correct sign there will be minus. How do I get that sign there? Plus 15 divided by minus 3 outside. Plus 15 divided by minus 3 gives you minus 5. So that's how we have minus 5 over there. I hope you're following us. So as we make progress, we can now see that what is inside this bracket, x minus 5, and we also have x minus 5 inside this bracket. So what we will do is that we'll factorize again. So we will now have x minus 5 into what is outside the bracket is minus 2x minus 3. Minus 2x minus 3. We close the bracket. So the question says, which of the following is a factor? Which of the following is a factor of this? So in your option A was x minus 3, option B was x plus 3, and then option C was x minus 5, option D was x plus 5. So you can see that the two factors, all right, are x minus 5 and minus 2x minus 3. So those are the two factors of that. So you can see that this is correct. So the correct option or the correct answer is C. If there's any question on that, please you can drop it as we proceed. All right. Okay, I'm seeing that on phone here. I get chalkboard for house now. I get chalkboard for house. So please let's proceed. So let's have more interactions as regarding any question that we have from this class. So I'm waiting for your questions, and as we move, there is a better way to represent this factor. If you say minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0, minus 2x equals to 0 plus 3, minus 2x equals to 3, divide both sides by minus 2, all right, x is equal to what? Minus 3 over 2. And you can also say that this is what? 2x equals to minus 3. You can also say that this is what? 2x plus 3 equals to 0. This is another way you can represent this factor. This as 2x plus 3. As 2x plus 3. So, but we've answered the question already. X minus 5 is a factor. So I'm still waiting for questions from you. All right. Okay, someone is saying I should explain that place of factorization again. See, that one, you were not paying attention to the factorization, the place of factorization. You were looking at my chalkboard. That I still have chalkboard in the house. I adjure you that you should pay attention to the place of factorization. I'm going to take the place of factorization again. You know, the purpose of this class is so that you get to understand. So I'll take the factorization place again. So please pay attention. Don't look at my chalkboard. As long as you're seeing what I'm doing, all right, let's us move on. The back of this board is marker board, but the whiteboard marker is going to reflect. You're not going to see well. That's why I'm using the... Yes. I'm not supposed to explain that to you. Let's proceed. All right. All right. So because of data and font, I'm going to explain the place of factorization. For the factorization, I had said multiply the first term and the last term. The first term is 2x squared, last term is 15. Remember that before we got here, we did a rearrangement. There was a rearrangement that we did there, right? And this is what we had. We multiply the first time and the last time, we have minus 30x squared. Now, the next thing we're going to do, find factors of minus 30x squared, such that when we add these factors, it's going to give us the middle term. So think of those factors. I'll give you 2 seconds to think of those factors now. That fun, think of those 2 factors. So I believe you have done a very quick thinking. And you can see that the factors that we could get, that when we add, it will give us 7x, is 10x and minus 3x. See here, minus 6x and 5x, they are factors of 30x squared. But if we add it, it will not give us the middle one. So you have to be careful in selecting that factor. So this is what we had. Now, I will replace the middle term with these 2 factors. When I replace the middle term with these 2 factors, I will now have minus 2x squared plus 10x minus 3x plus 15. It was 3 terms. I now have 4 terms. I will group it in what? In 2s. When I group it in 2s, the first group of 2 are factorized, and the second group of 2 I'm going to factorize. Factorizing the first group of 2, what is common here? I can see minus 2x. If you open the bracket, minus 2x squared divided by minus 2x will give me x. Plus 10x divided by minus 2x will give me minus 5. What I am doing is how to get what is inside the bracket. Such that if I use minus 2x to open this bracket, minus 2x times x will give me minus 2x squared. Minus 2x times minus 5 will give me plus 10x. I hope I was not too fast. All right. So factorizing the next group of 2, minus 3 is the highest common factor there. So open the bracket, I will have x minus 5. Such that if I use minus 3 to open this bracket, I'm going to have 3x, minus 3x plus 15 rather. So you can see this is repeating itself. And then I pick it, factorize again, I have x minus 5 into what's outside the bracket is minus 2x minus 3. And x minus 5 is one of the factors. And my answer is what? C. This one is Jara. Another way you can represent this factor. You can represent it this way. Please, let's move on. The next question. So that's on quadratic equations. I would like us to move to polynomials. So formally, we are going to begin with polynomials. To start with, what are polynomials? What are polynomials? It's a very simple question, very simple question. What are polynomials? What can you tell someone polynomials are? All right. When we look at expressions that is formed from the sum of the integral of non-negative powers, and then such that it has some numerical constants, such term or combination of such terms is called polynomials. What do I mean specifically? What I mean is that the general form of a polynomial take a form a raised to power x n plus a n minus 1 raised to power x n minus 1 and we are going on a journey, and we'll keep going like that, we'll keep going like that, and we'll keep going like that. Plus a n raised to power n minus 2, x raised to power n minus 2, and we keep going like that. We keep going like that. So a polynomial is of this form. That's the general form of a polynomial. All right. And where a is not equal to 0. Now, formally speaking, we can say that a polynomial has the highest power of the variable is n, and it is called the degree of the polynomial. Let me show you examples of polynomials. All right. Example, we can have p of x 3x squared plus 4x plus 4. This is a polynomial. From what we've done, this is a quadratic equation, or this expression, but it's a polynomial. This is a polynomial with a degree of 2. Another example of polynomial, which I can show you, is 3x raised to power 4 minus 2x cubed plus 5x plus 1. So if you look at this polynomial, this is a polynomial of degree 4. All right. This one is strictly quadratic, but you can't call this quadratic. This is a polynomial of a degree that is higher than that of this quadratic. So we can have many other examples of polynomials. All right. It will shock you that this can also be regarded as a polynomial. The degree of this polynomial is what? 1. In elementary mathematics, you can call this a linear expression or equation. We can also have 3x cubed plus 2x minus 5. So that is also a polynomial. Now, what kind of expression is not a polynomial? What kind of expression is not a polynomial? What kind of expression is not a polynomial? The kind of expression that is not a polynomial is a type of expression like square root of x squared plus 2x minus 3. Like you say, let's say f of x, all right, is square root of 2x squared minus x minus 3. This is not a polynomial. This is not a polynomial. And also, if I have f of x equals to 2x minus 3 all raised to power minus 1, this is not also a polynomial. So we are going to strictly move to how can we add polynomials. This is not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. Not a polynomial. This is a polynomial, this is a polynomial, and this is a polynomial, and this is a polynomial. So how can we add polynomials? How can we subtract polynomials? How can we perform operations in polynomials? All right. So adding a polynomial, subtracting a polynomial is just achieved by collecting the like terms and simplifying where necessary, which is what we've been doing in our physical classes. But I'm just going to take one example on polynomials, class, adding, subtracting of polynomials. Remember that the purpose of this class, our target is jam pass questions. Is jam pass questions. So we're just giving you, I'm just giving you a background knowledge of these topics, and then we move straight to what we have to do on this. We move. All right. So let's look at this interesting example. If p of x I clean the board first. Given that P1 of x is equals to 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 4 plus 3x first plus 4, and P2 of x is given as 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. All right, I will just take one example or two, and P3 of x is equals to 4x cubed plus 2x minus 3. The question said find P1 of x plus, let me use minus. That will give us a little bit problem, but let me use that because it's just two examples, plus P2 of x. All right. The next is find P3 of x minus P2 of x. So these are the two questions we're going to solve on this. I would have said plus. Plus will be so simple. If I say find P2 of x plus P3 of x, you just say 5x squared plus 4. Okay, you just look for the x, the square term, and then you add. All right. Okay, maybe I should include that. P2 of x, P1 of x plus P3 of x. P1 of x plus P3 of x. So at the end of the day, we are supposed to treat these three equations. So I want to start with I. P1 of x plus P3 of x. So solution. P1 of x. Okay, I'm hearing Emedion is telling me that she doesn't understand. All right. So I will see how I can maybe make this thing bold. All right. I think I can see knowledge cave here. I think that's Victor Bassi. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much, sir. All right. I would make my chalk. I'll be a bit more bold so that you can see what I'm writing on the board. All right. Moving forward from there, let us start with I. I will come to I and I'll come to II. So P1 of x P1 of x plus P3 of x. So moving from there, P1 of x is giving us 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. We are using this and we are adding it with P3 of x, which is 4x cubed, all right, plus 2x plus minus 3. So if you look at this, I need to open this bracket. Since it is a plus sign, I don't have any issue. So I can put that term like that without that bracket. So this will simply be 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. Because it's a plus sign, I don't have any issue. There's an invisible one here. that will open this bracket. That will be plus 4x cubed plus 2x minus 3. From there, we can say we will collect like terms. We will group the terms that are alike together. Doing that, you can see that, you cannot say 7x cubed minus 4x cubed. You can't say 7 minus 4, 3. No, you can't do that. Because these two terms are not alike. They're not like terms. I am having x cubed here, and I'm having x squared here. So the proper thing will be collecting like terms, 7x cubed. I will look for the term with x cubed. I will look for the terms with x cubed. All right? So I'm having 7x cubed, and I'm also having 4x cubed. So from there, I can say that collecting like terms, I will have 7x cubed plus 4x cubed. I'm not having any other x cubed term now. So the next I will say minus 4x squared. Did I have any other square term? Is there any other square term? I don't have any other square term. So let's go to the term with the power of 1. I will now say plus 3x. Any other x term? Yes. So that was plus 2x. And then I am now having constant term plus 4 and minus 3. I believe we can proceed. From there, 7x cubed plus 4x cubed, they are like terms. That will be 11x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 2x, that will be what? Plus 5x. 4 minus 3, that will be plus 1. You can't simplify this anymore. You can't go further from here because this and this are not like terms. They're not like terms with this. So this is the simplest form of this. So Px1, P1x, P1 of x plus P3 of x is giving me 11x cubed minus 4x squared plus 5x plus 1. We move to the next question. The next question, which I'm going to do, I am going to treat I. So you can look at this. If you understand it, you can try it yourself. Because I want to clean so that we can proceed. Okay, you didn't get that, right? All right. Janabasi, Henry, I love that you're with me. Okay, Innocent is telling me to explain again. Okay, there was an error in connection. All right, so I'm going to take that again. All right. All right, so somebody's asking how we go do this one for exam hall. See, let me tell you something before I explain this again. The reason why you have 2 months left is that you should keep practicing every day. I have told you, imagine from now till exam, you're studying 3 hours every day, practice 3 hours every day. 2 months, that's about 30 days, 60 days. 3 times 60, that means you can study 180 hours in preparation for exams. What you're studying in the 180 hours is that you are making yourself, you are getting yourself used to, you're getting your brain used to calculations, you're getting yourself used to it. What you may be seeing now and saying, how am I going to do this in the exam hall? Practice makes perfect. In the place of practice and study, you get to solve the same kind of question with an increased speed. So what practice does to you, one of the many things practice does to you, is that it helps you to improve your speed. So please, you should have about 2 months. So don't be scared. How are we going to do this kind of thing, Nizamo? All right? Keep practicing. 3 hours every day. 3 hours every day. Success is not just next to you. Just success is in front of you. Thank you so much. So we have to take this question again because of in MSit. All right. So we are finding the sum of this and this. This is P1 of x and this is P3 of x. And I said that because it's a plus sign, we will not have any issue because there's an invisible one here. Adding these two terms together is the same thing as not putting that bracket, because if you use this plus 1 to multiply everything in the bracket, it will give you the same thing. So this is what I have. Collecting like terms, I'll have 7x cubed is a like term to 4x cubed. Minus 4x squared, there's no other term with x squared. 3x is a like term to plus 2x. And plus 4 is a like term to, is a constant. So with minus 3, it's going to go. 7x cubed plus 4x cubed gives me 11x cubed. Minus 4x squared plus 3x, they are not like terms. So minus 4x squared will just stand like that. Just leave me, you don't get like term. Plus 3x plus 2x will give me 5x. And then plus 4 minus 3 gives me plus 1. There is no how you can simplify this. You can't simplify it any further. So that will be your final answer. We can proceed, I believe. I'm just seeing a comment here from Darren Fon that 3 hours is much. There's some things I don't want to say right now because we are live. I don't want to say some things right now. All right, but believe me, 3 hours is not much. It's not much. This is just 2 months you're preparing for these examinations. After the 2 months, what will you be doing? You are a student. This is like your job. After the 2 months of JAMB, some of you are not writing WAEC. Some of you are anyways. So after, let's say after JAMB, you're writing WAEC. After this, what will you do? You have all the time for yourself. So 2 hours is not too much. 3 hours is not too much. Too bad. 2 hours. 2 hours. Please let's move to the next question. Thank you for following. Keep the comments going. I'm following you. I'm with you. All right. Okay. So I believe I can wipe that now. Okay, let's move to the next question. The next question is P1 of x minus P2 of x. So we are in I now, which says P1 of x minus P2 of x. And P1 of x, don't forget what it is. 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. This is minus. We have to be careful here. Minus into 5x squared plus 6x plus 1. From here, you can see that this minus sign affects everything in the bracket. So we would rewrite it as 7x cubed minus 4x squared plus 3x plus 4. Look at what the minus is going to do. Minus times 5x squared minus 5x squared minus times plus 6x minus 6x minus times plus 1 plus 1. I have opened the bracket, so no need to include that bracket again. From there now, I'm going to collect like terms, the terms that are like 7x cubed. Do I see any term with x cubed? Is there any term that is cubed? No, there's no other term that is cubed. So I'm going to move. Next, I have minus 4x squared. Is there any other term that is squared? Yes. So this is minus 4x squared. The next term is minus 5x squared. So from there, I'm going to have, is there any other term? Yes, plus 3x. And I'm having minus 6x. And then I have plus 4 and plus 1. Moving from there, this becomes 7x cubed minus 4x squared minus 5x squared. You can see that my answer will be minus 9x squared plus 3x minus 6x plus 3 minus 6 rather is minus 3x plus 4 plus 1 is plus 1. So there is no other plus 5. Thank you. So you can see, that mistake is from me, you can see that we have successfully simplified this. This is not a like term with this, not a like term with this, not a like term with that. So that's the simplest form. We are going to represent that. So that is for I. We've done I. We've done I. I would like you to try I. I would like you to try I. All right. So I would like you to try I. So I will 2 minutes to try I. So can you, wherever you are, try I? I've seen Simon Lukot. You're welcome. You're welcome. Promise Mfon, you're welcome here. Etienne Asanga, you said you can't see the formula on the board. All right. So I don't know. Is it visible now? Are you seeing clearly now? Etienne, please, I need your comments. So in the next 2 minutes, I'm waiting for this answer. I'm waiting for P3 of x minus P2 of x. You have 60 seconds more. Who will be the first person to give us the answer? I'm waiting. All right. Okay, 15 more seconds. 15 more seconds. You can drop your answer in the group. What do you have as your answer? Or you can snap it and DM me on WhatsApp if you have gotten the answer. All right. I've not seen any answer so far. We need to move. All right. But I would give you the answer as soon as possible. So P3 of x minus P2 of x, the answer is going to be 4x cubed minus 5x squared minus 4x minus 4. Someone will drop it. All right. Okay. I just noticed that someone has dropped the answer on the group. Oh my God. Oh my God. Inemesit has gotten that. Inemesit has gotten that. Please remind me after the class. I'll solve for you. Okay. As we proceed, I'm so impressed. All right. Please let's move on. The rest, Inemesit has gotten it. Check the answer in the group. If you need the answer, you can check it up. All right. Let us move to another very interesting concept as still part of polynomials. And when we take this question and we will look briefly at multiplication of polynomials and then we'll make progress. Let's move. This question said that given that p of x is equals to 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 9x minus 18, find A, P of 1, B, P of minus 1, C, P of 2, and D, P of 0. P of 0. All right. So P of x is given as this. You have to find P of 1. What does this simply mean? This means that you should put the value of x as what? As 1. So P of 1 will be, just put x here as 1. So I'm going to have 2 into 1 cube plus 5 into 1 square minus 9 into 1 minus 18 let us open that bracket. 1 cube is 1. So like saying 2 times 1. 1 cube is 1. Plus 5 times 1. Why? Because 1 square is 1. Minus 9 times 1 minus 18. Moving forward from there, you can see that 2 times 1 gives me 2, plus 5 times 1 gives me plus 5, minus 9 times 1 minus 9, and this is minus 18. From there, 2 plus 5 is 7, minus 9 minus 18. I'm just simplifying it so that you can follow me. 7 minus 9, that is minus 2 minus 18. And of course, you can give me the answer. That will give me minus 20. That means P of 1 will give me minus 20. I believe that is clear. Also, let's check for P of minus 1. For P of minus 1, now this can be very tricky. I'm going to show you the way it can be very tricky. You are going to replace x as minus 1. That means that 2 into minus 1 cube plus 5 into minus 1 square minus 9x I need to put minus 1 there, minus 18. Moving forward from there, where I told you that this will be tricky because what's the value of minus 1 cube? Minus 1 cube is not 1, no, it's not 1. Minus 1 cube means minus 1 times minus 1 times minus 1. Minus 1 times minus 1, plus 1. Plus 1 times minus 1, minus 1. So you see the trick there. Minus 1 cube is not minus 1, is not 1, but it is minus 1. So this is going to be 2 times minus 1 plus minus 1 square. What will minus 1 square be? Minus 1 square is 1 or plus 1. So that will be plus 5 times 1 minus, okay, minus 9 times minus 1. Of course, you need to be plus 9. But let me just put it times minus 1 minus 18. This term is together, all right? Let me not put that bracket there first anyways. All right. Two times minus 1 is minus 2. Plus 5 times 1 is plus 5. Minus 9 times minus 1. Minus times minus plus. You get that? 9 times 1 is 9 minus 18. So from there, I would have minus 2 plus 5. That's 3. Plus 9. That's 12. So minus 18 gives me minus 6. So P of minus 1 is minus 6. I hope that was also clear. So, for the sake of the constraint of time and the scope of what he wishes to cover today, please go ahead and solve C and solve D. You can just write down the question after the live class. You go ahead and solve C and you go ahead and solve D. All right? To help you as you will be solving that, the answer for C is going to be 0. P of 2 is going to be 0. And the answer for P of 0 is going to be minus 18. That's going to be our answer as a guide. I'm giving you that to guide you when you're solving that, so as to check your answer. All right. I would wish that we get to multiplication of polynomials and division of polynomials. But I am so much interested in the division because I still remember in the physical class, some of us had some challenges with the division. But be that as it may, I'm just going to take 1 or 2 examples on multiplication of polynomials, and then we will get to division. That is where we are going to be seeing jump past questions and some other stuffs on that. But before we move to division, multiplication and division of polynomials, I need to say a few things from what we have just done. From what we have just done, there is something you need to note. P1, what this means is that the value of x is what? Is 1. Take note of this. Take note of this. When we put the value of x as 1 inside, you can see our answer was what? Minus 20. What this means is that if I take 1 to the other side, I will have x minus 1 equals to 0. Now, what this is telling us is that x minus 1 is not a factor. It's not a factor of p of x. It's not a factor of 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus 9x minus 18. It's not a factor. It is not a factor because when I equated the factor to 0 and I made x the sort of formula and x was equal to 1 and I substituted the value of x inside, the answer did not give me 0. The answer did not give me 0. Because the answer did not give me 0, that means that x minus 1 is not a factor. If the answer gives you 0, know that that is a factor. But if it doesn't give you 0, know that it's not a factor. This is what I mean. It's important we check this before I proceed. All right? Let us check P of 2. The one I told you that the answer is going to give you 0. Let's check P of 2. You notice something. This will be 2 into 2 cubed, all right, plus 5 into 2 squared, minus 9 into 2, all right, minus 18. So 2 cubed is what? 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So this is 2 times 8, plus 2 squared is what? 2 times 4. This is 5 times 4, minus, this is 9 times 2, minus 18. 2 times 8 is 16, plus 5 times 4 is plus 20, minus 9 times 2 is minus 18, minus 18. I think we are missing something there. 2 cubed is 8, all right? 2 times, that's 16. 5 times 4 is 20. 9 times 2 is minus 18, all right? Minus 18. And then we have minus 18, all right? So moving forward from there, let's check. Maybe there's an error there. 16 plus 20 is what? Okay, we are right. We're on track. We're on track. 16 plus 20 gives us 36. We're on track. We're on track. Minus 18 is minus 36. 36 minus 36 gives us 0. What this means is that when x is equals to 1, x minus 1 gives me what? 0. What this means is that when x is equals to 1, x minus 1 gives me 0. What that means is that x minus 1 is a factor of this polynomial. How did I know that it's a factor? I know that it's a factor because when I made x the formula, when I found the zeros of the factor means equate the factor to 0, and I made x the formula, my answer is 0. This 0 means that there is no what? Remainder. All right. That will take us to remainder theorem. But before we go to division of polynomials and remainder theorem, let us look at multiplication of polynomials very quickly. I don't know if you have a question before I proceed. All right. So please let's move. All right. So if you're missing anything, just stay tuned. You're going to understand as the class goes on. So let's look at multiplication of polynomials. So for the multiplication, we are going to be looking at something very interesting. All right. If P1 of x is equals to 2x squared plus 5x plus 6, and P2 of x is equals to 3x squared minus 2x plus 1, we have to find P1, P2. We have to find P1, P2. A very interesting one, very cheap one. So what is P1, P2? P1, P2 simply means everything here. Carry it and multiply this. So P1, P2 means 2x squared plus 5x plus 6 into 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. We are multiplying this. Don't say 2x squared times 3x squared. 5x times minus 2x plus 6 times plus 1. No, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. All right. So we are going to pick this term, multiply this, multiply this, multiply that. So looks like binomial expansion. What does this mean? It means pick 2x squared into 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. Also, pick plus 5x. Pick plus 5x into minus 2x squared minus 2x plus 1. So I'll pick 5, multiply this, multiply that. So you see now. And then I'll now pick plus 6 into, I'll now use 6. So 5, multiply this, multiply that, multiply that. I'll now use 6 now, multiply this, multiply that, multiply that. So that's 6 into 3x squared minus 2x plus 1. So from there, I would have 2x squared times 3x squared. That gives me 6x raised to power 4. 2x squared times minus 2x, that's minus 4x squared. Not minus 4x squared, minus 4x cubed. Thank you. 2x squared times plus 1 plus 2x squared. So we are done with using 2x squared to multiply that, multiply, and multiply. So 5x now. 5x now. We did something we're not supposed to do here. All right. So this 5x, that's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. All right. So plus 5x times 3x squared, that is plus 15x cubed, plus 5x times minus 2x, that is minus 10x squared, plus 5x times plus 1, that gives me plus 5x. I am done with using 5. Now 6. 6 times 3x squared, that's 18x squared. 6 times minus 2x, minus 12x. 6 times plus 1 plus 6. From there, the next thing I'll do is collect like terms. Collecting like terms, I would have 6x raised to power 4. Do I see any term with x raised to power 4? No, no, no. So that's the only term, 6x raised to power 4. The next, any term with x cubed? Yes, yes. I can see minus 4x cubed, and I can also see plus 15x cubed. Minus 4x cubed and plus 15x cube. Okay, x squared term. Can I see any term with x squared? Yes. Plus 2x squared minus 10x squared. All right. The next is, I think I've taken this x term. I also have 18x squared. So that will be plus 18x squared. The next is minus 12x. And the next is plus 6. Well, after 18x squared, we need to find the terms with x. We need to be very careful, all right? I have plus 5x before minus 12x and then 6. Okay, let's count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are on track. So we move. So from here, I can have 6x raised to power 4 minus 4x cubed plus 15x cubed. That's plus 9x raised to power 3 plus 9x cubed. 2x squared minus 10x squared minus 8x squared plus 18x squared. So minus 8 plus 18. Minus 8 plus 18. That is plus 10x squared. Plus 5x minus 12x. 5 minus 12. That gives me minus 7x plus 6. So what we have here is already simplified. That is my value of P1 and P2. All right. We are getting there. We're almost there. We're almost there. All right. So I don't know if there's any question in the comment section. I don't know if you have any question for what we've done so far. Okay, Mercy is asking, I don't understand where you got 3 and 4 from. Is it from this example or the previous one? Okay, it's been long. All right. Sorry, Mercy, we missed that. Okay, just keep following. We will reply you in the next questions that we are going to be seeing. So thank you so much. So let us move now to division of polynomials. Division of polynomials. All right. For division of polynomials, we are going to pick an example from the past question, but before that, we will treat an example that's not from the past question. All right, let's proceed. All right, so if you're in the WhatsApp group right now, you are wrong. You're not supposed to be in the WhatsApp group right now. You're supposed to be in the live video. All right, so come back. I'm just seeing a comment. Somebody is reporting some people. Okay. So please come back. Thank you so much. Let's proceed. All right, so let's look at division. And the first question we're going to start is not from the past question, but the next one, subsequent ones, is going to be strictly past question. So this question said, divide the polynomial divide the polynomial P1 of x equals to 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 by the polynomial x plus 2. By the polynomial x plus 2. I hope you're here. At this point in time, if you miss every step, you miss the whole thing. So you need to be focused. You need to be here as we get this. All right. So just before that, okay, I'm seeing a very interesting question here. Mighty Ekanem is asking, how do you get plus 10x? Thank you so much for drawing me to that question, because I have even discovered a mistake that we did not notice. It is from here now. Please, everybody look up. Mighty Ekanem, thank you so much for that question. Thank you so much. I've discovered a mistake that I made myself. All right. Minus 4x cubed plus 15x cubed. Minus 4 plus 15. Minus 4 plus 15 is what? Is it not plus 11? It's plus 11. So minus 4x cubed plus 15x cubed is plus 11x cubed. All right. So Mighty Ekanem, you were asking how I got plus 10x squared. See now. 2x squared minus 10x squared plus 13x squared. It's like saying 2 minus 10 plus 18. Mighty Ekanem, I hope you are there. 2 minus 10 is minus 8. Minus 8 plus 18 gives me plus 10. But because each of those terms have x squared, so the answer will be plus 10x squared. How did we have minus 7x? 5x minus 12x, that's 5 minus 12, gives me minus 7. I hope you're there. And plus 6. So we have to correct this. So watch this. Correct that now. So let's proceed. Victor Isaiah, I'm seeing you here. You're welcome. You're welcome to this amazing session. You are welcome. All right. Let's proceed. Division of polynomials. Divide P1 of x, which is this, by the polynomial x plus 2. All right. Now, listen attentively. If I'm dividing two numbers, let's say I'm dividing 10 all over 2. 10 divided by 2. My answer is what? 5, right? My remainder is what? 0. Watch this. This 10 is called the dividend. The dividend. This 2 is called the divisor. I'm using these terms because these are the terms we're going to be using in polynomials. Well, this 5 is called the what? The quotient. Quotient is the result gotten after division. Product is a result gotten after multiplication. If this 5 is the quotient, then what I am seeing here is the what? Is the remainder. So if I'm dividing two numbers, dividend is a numerator, divisor is a numerator, quotient, and our what? Remainder. Listen to what I'm going to say right now. But we're looking at polynomials. You are dividing this by this. What's my dividend? This is my dividend. What's my divisor? This is my divisor. And what's my quotient? My quotient is the result I'm going to get after division. What if I say 11 divided by 2? 11 divided by 2 is 5, remainder what? 1. Divisor, dividend, divisor, quotient, and what? Remainder. The reason why I'm doing this is because when there is no remainder, that's when the remainder is 0. We can say that 2 is a factor of what? 10. Because 10 can be split into 2 times what? 2 times 5. That's when there's no remainder. But when there is, yes, remainder 0. So 2 is a factor of 10. I hope you know that when we did 10 divided by 2, 5 was the quotient. That means that when the remainder is 0, the quotient is a factor of the dividend, and the divisor is also what? A factor of the dividend. That's when the remainder is what? 0. But when the remainder is not 0, like this, remainder is 1. The divisor is not a factor. It's not a factor. I don't know how to shout this. So, and the quotient also what? Is not what? A factor. Another thing I wanted to add there is that, so in this case, 2 is not a factor of 11, and 5 is not a factor of 11. But when the remainder is 0, 2 is a factor of 10, and 5 is also a factor of 10. So the divisor is a factor of the dividend, and the quotient is a factor of the what? The dividend. But in this case, because the remainder is not 0, the divisor and the quotient are not factors. I may sound fast, but I know you get it. I'm just explaining the same thing again. Let us proceed. The reason why I use this is because in the polynomials, which we are going to divide right now, all right, already you know what your dividend, our divisor is, and you know what. So what you have to do is to find 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 all over x plus 2. It's for you to divide. That's what we are going to find. So this is my what? Divisor. This is my what? Dividend. And I need to find my what? My quotient. This is my quotient. And then I need to also find my what? Remainder. If the remainder is not 0, that means that this is not a factor. And it also means that the quotient is not also a what? A factor. But when the remainder is 0, it means that our divisor is a factor, and our quotient is also a factor. So since this will be in the numerator, using the method of long division, that is how we're going to achieve this. Using the method of long division, we would say our dividend is always inside, and our divisor is always outside. So what's our divisor? X plus 2. What's our dividend? 3x squared minus 2x plus 4. You can see that. Moving from there, oh, Mighty Ekanem, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. Thank you too for that question. That question helped me to correct the mistake I made. Thank you so much also, Mighty Ekanem. Thank you. So, let's do this. The first thing you do, the first term here is 3x squared, and the first term here is what? Is x. So what I will begin doing, I will say 3x squared divided by x. What's my answer? My answer is 3x. My answer is 3x. So for convenience, you're going to write 3x on top of the term that has x. So this will be 3x The next thing you do, you carry this 3x, multiply x, and multiply plus 2. 3x times x, 3x squared. 3x times plus 2, plus 6x. The next thing you do is minus into, I would subtract this. I'll open a minus, open a bracket. I will subtract this from what I have on top. 3x squared minus 3x squared is 0. Minus 2x minus plus 6x. Minus 2x minus plus 6x. Same thing as minus 2x minus 6x, which is minus 2 minus 6. So what I have will be minus 8x. Minus 8x. The next thing I'll do is that I'll bring down plus 4. Of course, you know that this is 0, so without being able to 0 anymore, we now have minus 8x. You will now say minus 8x divided by x. Minus 8x divided by x. My answer is minus 8. So write minus 8 on top of this constant. Answer is minus 8. The next thing I'll do is that minus 8 times x minus 8x. Minus 8 times plus 2 is minus 16. Minus 16. The next thing I'll do, I'll subtract again, open a bracket, subtract everything inside here. Now, we need to be careful with this subtraction because minus 8x minus 8x. Minus 8x minus 8x. That is minus 8x. Minus is what? Plus 8x. Minus is plus. Minus 8 plus 8 is 0x. Is 0. Minus 8x plus 8x, that is 0x. So this will be minus 8 minus x, that is 0x, plus 4 minus 16. Plus 4 minus 16. Plus 4 minus 16 is plus 4 minus plus 16. Plus 4 plus 16 is what? Is 20. So what we have here is this 0x, which is 0. This is plus 20. If you notice, the next thing we're supposed to do is 20 divided by x. Is it possible to say 20 divided by x? You will not get anything. That means that this 20 we have here is our remainder. So when you use the long division, the remainder is always at the bottom. If the remainder is 0, that means that this is a factor. But you can see the remainder is not 0. The remainder is 20. Now, very important to note, this 20 is something as 20x raised to power 0 divided by x. That's, I want to do this divided by this. The power of x is 1, and the power of x here is what? 0. This means that this is of a higher degree than this. Or you say that this is what? Smaller, of a smaller degree than this. It will not be divisible. That is a remainder. Just like saying 2 divided by 5. 2 cannot divide 5. There will be a remainder. Like, so that is why you just leave 20 like that as your remainder. It won't go again. It therefore means that x plus 2 is not a factor of this. Another way you can represent this thing is that therefore 3x squared minus 2x plus 4 all over x plus 2 is equals to what? This is my answer of 3x minus 8 Eh? Remainder what? Remainder 20. Let me use small letter. Remainder 20. If we wanted to represent this in improper fraction, so because the remainder is 20, this is not a factor. And also, 3x minus 8 is also a factor of this. If I want to represent it in normal fraction terms, I will say that what I have here, my answer is 3x whole number, 3 minus 8x whole number, remainder is 20. 20 all over x plus 2. This is a whole number. Or you say 3x minus 8 plus 20 over x plus 2. See, if I say 11 divided by 2, it will be 5 whole number. The remainder is the 1 now, all over 2. Are you following this? 11 divided by 2 is 5 whole number, 1 over 2. 5 is the quotient, 1 is the remainder, 2 is the denominator. So this divided by this, 3x minus 8, this is the whole number, 20 is the remainder, all over x plus 2, all right? Or you say that this is what? 5 plus 1 over 2, 5 plus half, which is something as 3x minus 8 plus 20 all over x plus 2. Is that clear? So I believe that we can proceed. All right. Can't we block? Okay. All right, just process it and drop a question because we're about to move to past questions. How many percent? Is there no alternative? There's no alternative. There's no alternative. Try power bank. Fully off. All right, let's proceed. So I have an interesting question here that I would like to drop. Okay, the question said, I think this is 2024, number 29. 2024, number 29. Number 28, rather. It says, divide the expression. Divide the expression x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7 by minus 1 plus x squared. 2024, number 28. Option A, is it minus x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7? Option B, is it minus x cubed C, what is from here, you can see that minus minus is the same thing as what? It's the same thing as plus. So this is 7x squared plus x. Now, there's something I want you to notice here. I really love you to notice that here. You agree with me that this is the same thing as what you're seeing here is the same thing as x cubed minus 0x squared, all right, minus x. This looks very tricky. Started afresh. Started from here. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So, because of a signal from the glitch, I'm feeling I should go through this for the sake of those that maybe network my end affected their own end. So let's go this again. So this was the question. We are trying to divide this by this. Well, this question is looking a bit tricky. And it's looking a bit tricky because of this. And I told you that this can be simplified as x squared minus 1. That means that's what I'm going to do as a division. Now we came to a point that when we use x to multiply x squared minus 1, this is what we had, x cubed minus x. But I want you to notice something, which I want to explain this again for the sake of some persons that may not really get it well. I would like to explain this again because what is inside this bracket? What's this bracket is something as x cubed minus 0x squared minus x. Yes. Why am I writing minus 0 squared? So that when I will do my subtraction, I will say I would have an x squared term. So you would agree with me that x cubed minus x here, x cubed divided by x squared is x. How did I get x cubed minus x? X times x squared is x cubed. X times minus 1 is minus x. So what I have here is something as x cubed minus 0x squared minus x. Like I am, this is the power of 3, this power of 2, and the power of x. It is the same thing. This 0x squared is the same thing as what? 0. Okay. All right. Check it is clear on your end. All right, so we're finally back now. The quality clear on your end. All right. So I was trying to explain that x cubed minus x is the same thing as x cubed minus 0x squared minus x. So we will not be doing anything wrong. We are not doing anything wrong if we say that what you are seeing here is the same thing as x cubed minus 0x squared, all right, minus x. We are not wrong at all, because x cubed minus x is equals to x cubed minus 0x squared minus x. So we subtract. X cubed minus x cubed is 0. 7x squared minus 0x cubed. 7x squared minus 0x squared is the same thing as 7x squared plus 0x squared. So this will give me plus 7x squared minus x minus x minus x minus x. So if you do that, what do you have? Minus x minus x gives me minus x plus x. That gives me plus 0. Something interesting is happening there. The only thing I have there is 7x squared. The only thing I have there is 7x squared. So can drop a message if anybody has a question, if everybody is here. All right. Let's proceed. My view is blurry here. I just hope it's not like this for everybody. It's blurry here, so I just hope it's not like that for everybody, whether it's from the phone. All right. So, just a little bit. Okay. So from there, 7x squared divided by x squared, that will give me 7x squared divided by x squared. That will give me plus 7. Also, plus 7 times x squared plus 7x squared plus 7 times minus 1 will give me what? And before we do this multiplication, it is important that you note that we have something left. And that thing that is left is what? Minus 7. Very important to note that. And just for convenience sake, what you are seeing here is something as 7x squared minus 7. So 7x squared divided by x squared is plus 7. Plus 7 times x squared, 7x squared, plus 7 times minus 1, minus 7. So I will subtract. 7x squared minus 7x squared is 0. Minus 7 minus 7 is minus 7 plus 7. Minus 7 plus 7, that gives me 0. So have you noticed something? One thing you should notice now is that our remainder is 0. And because our remainder is 0, we can boldly say that x squared minus 1 is a factor of x squared plus 7x squared minus x minus 7. And also x plus 7 is a factor of x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7. All right. So I just hope everybody is back. I'm not seeing your comment again. Okay, we have to come back before 20 minutes. All right. Okay, Samuel Ogolo, I'm seeing you, Samuel Ogolo. I'm seeing you. Yeah. Welcome back here. I'm seeing you, Samuel Ogolo. You're welcome. Please let me know if you are here. So if you're in our WhatsApp group, please tell the others to come back. You can drop a post there in the WhatsApp group if you're in our WhatsApp group. Let's proceed. So this question that we solved, you can see that our answer is D. This is our answer. Because after the division, this is what we got. Or that's the quotient. All right. Let us look at remainder theorem. Remainder theorem in polynomials is a very interesting theorem which can be used to determine the factor of a polynomial. All right. Using the long division method, when the remainder is 0, we can say that this is a factor and this is a factor. But long division can be a bit cumbersome when finding the factors of a polynomial. When trying to determine the factor, that's to check if the remainder is 0. The remainder theorem is very instrumental in finding the factor, in determining the factor. So we can use a factor, find the zeros of that factor, make x equals the sort of formula in that factor, put the value of x inside the polynomial. If it gives me 0, I can say that it is a factor. For example, x plus 7 is a factor of x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7. Why do I say so? Find the zeros of this polynomial. The zeros of this polynomial simply means x plus 7 equals to 0. It means make x the sort of formula when that factor is equal to 0. So x is equals to 0 minus 7, x is equals to minus 7. This means that if I put the value of x as minus 7 inside this polynomial, if the answer is 0, I know that that x plus 7 is a factor. It is a short, quick method of determining the factor instead of having to use long division. So you can see now that we can determine the factor. So let's check if x plus 7 is a factor. Let's check if x plus 7 is a factor. Find the zeros of x plus 7, that's equate x plus 7 to 0, make a simple formula, the answer is minus 7. Now find f of minus 7 of this. That's let the value of x be minus 7. So that will be minus 7 cubed plus 7 into minus 7 square minus 7, that's minus x minus 7. So we are going to do that together. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy to see you back. Etienne is back. Etienne is active. Etienne is active. All right. My taker name is active 100%. Inemesit is active, but Inemesit having a small issue that this stuff is not clear. All right. So Inemesit, what I advise you to do, just keep watching. You are going to see it. It's going to be clear. All right. Just keep watching. It's going to be clear. I know I'm going to explain that will make it clear. All right. So be there with me. All right. I've already cleaned up some parts. Okay. I've already cleaned up some parts. Just keep watching. It's going to be clear. All right. Okay. The board is blurry. Okay. The board is now blurry. Okay. Okay. That is noted. Things on my phone. Give me a few seconds. Let me see if I can correct that. All right. How many percent was the phone that time when you started? Yeah. No, that time before you. This one take us up to 1 hour. Mm. I like now. I feel like. All right. So let's correct the glitch. I can do it. Okay. We're live now. All right. So I am very sure that it's not blurry anymore. All right. So I want to correct that blurry. I don't want it to be blurred so that you can see the board very well. And how frustrating it can be if the board is blurred. All right. Okay, you can manage it now. Okay. Thank you, University. Thank you so much. All right. So let's move. So we're on, right? All right. So moving forward, we want to put this value of -7 inside here and check what we are going to have. So putting -7 inside there to check what we are going to have. We put -7 inside there, all right? -7 cube simply means -7 times -7 times -7. Minus times minus plus, plus times minus minus. 7 times 7, that is 49, and 49 times 7 will give us 243. So -7 cube will give me -243. -7 times -7 times -7 gives you -243. All right. So -7 squared is -49. -7 squared is -49. So this is like saying +7 times -49. And then I have -7 -7. So this is watch. -7 squared is not -49. -7 squared is +49. We have to be very careful. So this is -243 plus 243. 7 times 49 is 243. All right, -7 -7 is -0. Whether -0 or +0. -243 plus 243 gives us 0. So because when we put the value of 7 as 0, that means that x plus 7 is a factor. How did this become his? Take 7 to the other side and I have plus 7. So it is always very easy. It is always very easy to find the factor using remainder theorem. So what we just did now is that I want to find the remainder. If I put any value inside this, let's try something right now. Is x minus 1 a factor? Is x minus 1 a factor of, is it a factor of x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7? Is x minus 1 a factor of this? How do you know whether it's a factor? The first thing you do is x minus 1 is equal to 0. Make x a sort of formula. X is equals to 0 minus 1. That means that x is equals to minus 1. Find f of minus 1. What I mean is that put the value of minus 1 inside here. If it gives you 0, then x minus 1 is a factor. Sorry. If you take x minus 1 to the other side, that's my mistake. It will be x plus 1. Yes, x plus 1. So find f of plus 1 or f of 1. That means if I put the value of 1 inside this, if it gives me 0, it means that x plus minus 1 is a factor. If I put the value of 1 inside this, if it does not give me 0, that means that x minus 1 is not a factor. So let us check now whether x minus 1 is a factor of x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7. Let's check that quickly. This will be 1 cubed plus 7 into 1 squared minus x minus 7. Watch this. 1 cube is what? 1. 7 squared is what? 1 times 7 plus 7. Minus x, let's put that 1. That's minus 1 minus 7. Minus 1 minus 7. So 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 minus 1 minus 7. 8 minus 1 is 7. 7 minus 7 is what? 0. Because the answer is 0, it means that x minus 1 is a what? Is a factor of this. Another question, is x minus 2 a factor of x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7? That's another question. Is it a factor? What I am asking is, can this be divisible by x minus 2 without any remainder? Let us check. It's simple to check. The first thing I'll do is that I'll find the zeros. That's, I'll say, let x minus 2 be equals to 0. The next thing I'll do to find x equals to 0 plus 2. The next thing I'll do, I will say x equals to 2. Then I'll now say find f of 2. Find f of 2 means put the value of x as 2 inside here. So that will give me what? 7, 2 all cubed plus 7 into 2 squared minus 2 minus 7. Let's watch this. Will it give us 0? If it gives us 0, then x minus 2 is a factor. If it does not give us 0, then x minus 2 is not a factor. Looking at that, 2 cubed is what? 8 plus 7 squared, that's 7 times 4 minus 2 minus 7. This is 8 times 4 plus 28 minus 2 minus 7. I know I may be fast, all right? We are trying to get at something. I'm very sure you're following. So 8 plus 28, that will give us 36. 36 minus 2 minus 7 is the same thing as 36 minus 2, that is 34. 34 minus 7, that is 27. So f of 2 is equal to 27. Is this 0? No, it's not 0. Because it is not 0, it means that x minus 2 is not a factor. What it means is that if you use the long division method, x cubed plus 7x squared, all right, minus x minus 7. If you do this with x minus 2, and you do it, your remainder is going to be what? 27. That's what the remainder will do. In the remainder theorem, much information is not provided. Regarding the quotient. Information is provided mostly about the remainder, and it helps you know whether it is a factor or not. So look at what I've just done. Drop your questions. I'll give you 1 minute to check it up. Drop your questions. What's going on now? Mix this foil. Put it inside. On it now. Go and call success. I should put for inside the gym. Yeah? Yeah. You said? Ask success. He knows who it is. Okay, I'm seeing a question here that there's a mistake somewhere. Minus 7 is minus 14. The minus 7, is it the previous question? Is it the previous question, or I'm trying to get you? That's a question from Etienne now. That's a question from Etienne now. So the minus 7, we had x plus 7. When we said x plus 7 is equal to 0, x is equals to 0 minus 7. So x is equals to minus 7. This is for Etienne, this is for Etienne, all right? So we were supposed to slot this inside x cubed plus 7x squared minus x minus 7. And we did minus 7 cubed plus 7 into minus 7 squared. This is minus into minus 7. I think that's where the mistake came from. Minus 7. So 18, now watch. Minus is what? Plus 7 minus 7. So plus 7 minus 7 is what? Is 0. Maybe the mistake we made was minus 7 minus 7. That's minus 14. So our answer will still end up giving us what? 0. So this is a mistake that we had made. Instead of minus into minus 7, we did minus 7 minus 7. So I think it's only a thing that may understand what I'm saying. I've answered that question. So let's correct. You can correct yourself as we watch that. My bad. Thank you so much for that correction. So you can see that as you're following us, you can see where it's as if there is a mistake and we are able to correct it. That's why your comments are very, very important. Okay, so any question from what I have just done so far? Any question? All right, let's proceed. The next question that we are going to look at is so you can take this down. All right, so this is the question. I will give you 15 seconds to put that down. Let's begin. Please take it down. Still live, right? Okay. Let's solve this. When a polynomial p of x is divided by x plus 2, the quotient is this. The remainder is what? 3. Find p of x. This is a very standard question, and I love the way this question goes. You have to find p of x. When this polynomial p of x is divided by this, if I want to redefine, what you are told is that p of x divided by x plus 2, the quotient is what? The remainder is, the quotient is this. That means the quotient is x squared plus x plus 5. And the remainder is what? 3. This is how you find p of x. Watch this. If we were very attentive when we started this class, I said that 11 divided by 2 is the same thing as what? 5 whole number, 1 over 2. So, if I want to get 11, what will I do? 2 times 5 plus 1. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 1 is what? 11. In this question, p of x divided by this The quotient is the answer you get after division. P is a quotient. Now, you are asked to find P of X. I hope you know that this is the same thing as saying, x squared plus x plus 5 whole number 3 all over x plus 2. How will I find the numerator? It will be x plus 2 times this, and then after that, plus 3. So it will be divisor, the dividend, which is the P of X that we're looking for, will be the divisor times what? Dividend times dividend plus what? Plus the remainder. What I am saying is not difficult. I want to get this. Divisor times dividend plus remainder. Simple. That's what I'm going to do. So I believe everybody has taken down this question. I gave you time to take down this question. So I am finding P of X. I'm finding the numerator. So P of X, which is what we're looking for, will be divisor times dividend, which is what? X plus 2 into x squared plus x plus 5. When I am done, I will now say plus what? Plus 3. So let's go. How will I do this? I will say x, I will carry x, multiply x squared, carry this, multiply x, carry this, multiply 5. So this x into x squared plus x plus 5. I am done with using x to multiply. Now I'm going to use plus 2 now. Plus 2 into x squared plus x plus 5. So now from there, I will now say after that, I will now add what? Plus 3. So this equals to x times x squared, that's x cubed. X times x, that's plus x squared. X times plus 5, that's plus 5x. Plus 2 times x squared, plus 2x squared, plus 2 times plus x, plus 2x, plus 2 times plus 5, plus 10. Don't forget, plus 3. Plus 3. Let's collect like terms now. Is there any term with x cubed? No, no, no. So x cubed will be the only term there. This x squared plus 2x squared. X squared plus 2x squared. Any other x squared there? So x squared plus 2x squared will give me plus 3x squared. I'm trying to manage space because I want us to complete with the objective. 5x plus 2x. That is plus 7x. The next is I have 10. I have 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. Have you seen what is happening there? That at the end of the day, I don't have any other like term again. I don't have any other like term again. So x cubed plus 3x squared plus 7x plus 13. All right. So if you compare with your options, my answer will be answer. Is that clear? So I would still throw it up. If you have a question, please let us know. Let me know if you have a question so that I can. All right. So I'm so glad that Mr. Johnson is still here. She said it's very clear. All right. So, is there any question from what we have just done? I'm waiting for your questions. All right, let's move. So, if I encounter many other questions that we need to do on polynomials, we may take it down in the physical class. There was a particular question that we did in class. That's in our physical class on polynomials. And then some persons were having a bit of an issue with that question. All right. So I would like to take that question again. I think that will be the last question we're going to take on polynomials. There are many other questions that can come up on polynomials. It's left for you to find them out, try to solve them. If you have a challenge, bring it up to my DM. Bring it up to us. We will attend to it. So this is the last question we're going to solve on polynomials. We move. And then, I don't know, I was hoping that we'll be able to take statistics today. So I would like to see your comments. I would like to see in the comment section. The statistics, should we push it to our physical class? Or should I make a separate video for it? It will not be a live video. All right. Then you watch it later. Which do you prefer? So while we'll be treating questions on polynomials, I would really like your opinion on that. I checked the comment. I checked our group. Someone said that sleep just. What did you use? So I don't want you to sleep here. I want you to be here. All right. So, but if that sleep is really strong, should we postpone the statistics to our physical class, or should I make a separate video for statistics and still post on YouTube? All right. So please decide that on the comment section, because after this question, I will look at the comment section. Whatever you decide is what I'm going to go with. I know some persons will want us to end the class and continue the rest in the physical class. But whatever it is, please make use of the comment section. Let's take the last question on polynomials. That question says, that was a question we did in class that some persons had issues with. That question says, if f of x equals to 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 3, and f of 1 equals to 0, comma, solve f of x equals to 0. Solve f of x equals to 0. It means that the question means you should solve f of x, and f of x is equals to 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 3 equal to 0. What this means is that you should find this value, like you should solve this polynomial. Because the highest power of x is 3, this polynomial is going to have what? 3 answers. 3 answers. I think that day I presented the options to you. I will still present the options again. I should present the options again for the sake of those that may have not been in that physical class. So the options which is what it will please me to bring to you now. Option A, am I going to have 1 comma 1 over 2 comma 3? Option B, am I going to have minus 1 comma minus 1 over 2 comma 3? Option C, am I going to have minus 1 comma 1 over 2 comma minus 3? And option D, 1/2 and minus 3. So what am I going to have? All right. So you can look at that, take it down. Well, we proceed. So we move. From here, you would agree with me. You agree with me that if we are solving this, we are going to find the values of x. And the values of x is going to be 3 because of the polynomial is of degree 3. Is of degree 3. So, from there, how will we go about this? The first, you're given that f of 1 is 0. What that means is that you're told that if f of 1 is 0, it means that x is equals to what? 1. I'm going to use this x equals to 1, which is one of the roots of this polynomial. If they say solve this polynomial, it also means find the root of this polynomial. This means that I will use this to find the factor. How will I do that? Take 1 to the other side. So that's x minus 1 equal to 0. From there, I will now say that this is a factor. Why? Because if I put the value of x equals to 1 there, it will give me 0. If x minus 1 is a factor, find the other factor by long division. When I say long division, what do I mean? When I say long division, I mean that this will be my divisor and this will be my what? Dividend. When I divide, the quotient will be my other factor because the remainder will surely be what? 0. So how do I go about that? It's simple. So I will say 2x cubed plus 3x squared minus 8x plus 3. And this will be x minus 1. The first thing I'll do, 2x cubed divided by x. Clement is telling me active in sleep mode. University active to learn. Okay. So you feel we should continue? All right. Then any other person, please feel free. Feel free. Okay, Clement is saying a separate video. Okay, University, let's do statistics here. All right. All right, let's see how that goes. I still want to see more comments. All right, so moving on, we would have 2x cubed divided by x. I would have 2x squared. 2x squared times x, 2x cubed. 2x squared times minus 1, minus 2x squared. When I subtract 2x cubed minus 2x cubed, that gives me 0. Plus 3x squared minus 2x squared, that will give me plus 5x squared. And then I'll bring down minus 8x. The next thing I'll do is 5x squared divided by x. That's going to give me plus 5x. 5x times x is plus 5x squared. Plus 5x times minus 1 is minus 5x. I will subtract. Plus 5x squared minus plus 5x squared is 0. Minus 8x minus 5x minus 8 minus 5 is minus 8 plus 5. And minus 8 plus 5 gives us plus 3 x. No. Minus 8 minus 5. Minus 8 plus 5. No, it's not plus 3. It's not plus 3. Minus 8 plus 5 is minus 3. All right? I'll bring down plus 3. What ought to happen there? Minus 3x divided by x is minus 3. Minus 3 times x is minus 3x. Minus 3 times minus 1 is minus, it's not minus 1, but minus 3 times minus 1, minus is plus. 3 times 1 is 3. So if I subtract, I don't have space, so that's like that. Minus 3x minus 3x is 0. Plus 3 minus plus 3 is also 0. So you can see that it is 0. That's the remainder. We already found, we already told that one from remainder theorem. So solve this thing. So the other factor is this. So it means that this times this will give me the dividend. But we want to solve it. To solve it means we need to equate f of x to what? To 0. Remember, f of x was this. F of x was this. And this is the same thing as x minus 1 into 2x squared plus 5x minus 3, close the bracket, equal to 0. What I'm trying to show you here is that this thing has two factors, this and this. If I multiply this and this, it's the same thing as this equal to 0. So this and this multiplied, I need to further factorize this. To further factorize this, x minus 1 into, when we factorize this, what will we have? What will we have? What will we have? I think by now you should know how to factorize that. So I don't want to clean this part of the board because it may be useful to you. All right. So let us factorize that. You can pick up your pen and try factorizing this. When I multiply the first term and the last term, what will I have? I'm doing it with you. Multiply the first term and the last term. The first term and the last term, that is 2 minus 6x squared. Find factors of minus 6x squared. That is 3x minus 6x squared. That will be 6x and minus x, which is 6x and minus 1x. So this is what I'm doing. That 2x squared plus 5x minus 3. This is minus 6x squared. I'm doing it with you. I'm with you. All right. So find the factors. I will have minus 6x and what? Minus 6x and minus 1. Not minus 6x. 6x. I'm sorry. All right. Because if you add, it will give me plus 5x. So I'll replace the middle term. So this is 2x squared plus 5x plus, not 5x, plus 6x minus x. Minus 1 is the same thing as minus x minus 3. I'll group it in twos. Highest common factor, 2x into x plus 3. Yes. And this is minus 1 into x plus 3. So you can see what is happening. The factor, I will have x plus 3 into what? What's outside? 2x minus 1 equals to 0. So we have factorized that now. We have factorized that. All right. So from there, we are going to have 3 cases. The first case is that x minus 1 equals to 0. If x minus 1 is equal to 0, I will say that x is equal to 0 plus 1. That's x is equal to 1. Case 2, if x plus 3 is equal to 0, I have that x is equal to 0 minus 3, or x is equal to minus 3. And case 3, I'll say that 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. If 2x, that means 2x equals to 0 plus 1, and 2x is equal to 1. Permit me to clean this. That means that divide both sides by 2. That means x is equal to half. So what is the solution? What is my solution? What is my solution? My solution is out. X is equal to 1. X is equal to minus 3. And is equal to half. So I'll look for the option that has 1, minus 3, and half. And that option, 1, minus 3, and half, is option D. So this is the root. This is the root. This is the root. All right? If you look at that, ask a question that you may have. Okay, so it's not on again. Okay. Yeah, money by the roof. All right. The gem will see the here. All right. So, is there any question? All right, so I'm just going through your comments here. My TA Kanem is telling me that statistics class, statistics video later, please, although I'm still active. All right, that is noted. In MSC, okay, let's do statistics in the next class. All right, all right, all right. So, there's something about learning. There's something about learning. Don't mind the fact that sometimes I'll tell you, study for 3 hours, study for this, do that. Let me be honest with you. Sometimes if you're studying, I know there's a place of disciplining yourself and forcing yourself to study. Sometimes you're studying, and they sleep, do as if you want on your, they sleep, do as if you want on your eye. You're trying to stop sleep. Sleep doesn't want to stop. Master advises you, that leave that book for that time. Go and sleep, please. Your brain needs rest. Your brain needs to be refreshed for it to undergo some certain kinds of tasks. So it could be that you're so stressed up in the previous day. I know that there are times that you have to, there are times that I advise you to put your legs inside water, read that book, all right? So, but I'm saying that because I love your honesty, and I'm also impressed in my heart that we should do the statistics class in the next physical class, or make a separate video for statistics, all right? So it is good so that I don't overstretch some people's brain. I know that some person did not sleep in the afternoon the previous day, all right? So I totally understand, all right? So I think the best thing at this point in time is it will be either I do statistics in the next physical class, or I will make a separate video for statistics. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So that is the best decision to take, all right? Because even me myself, I'm tired though, but I'm doing as if I'm not tired, all right? But I'm active, just like one of you has said, all right? So we'll make a separate video. All right? So I don't know if there's any questions so far from what we have done, all right? So I want to thank you so much. I want to thank you so much for being here in this live session. If you have not liked, please like my video, like my comment. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And I will advise you, if you love what you're seeing, you can share my YouTube link, share my YouTube channel for more persons to get to like these videos and get to subscribe. Believe me, for this session, many videos are going to be coming up as far as JAM UTME is concerned. For those of you that are just watching this, I don't just teach mathematics, I teach physics, I also teach chemistry. In one of these days, we're also going to be having a class like this in physics and also a class like this in chemistry. Thank you so much for staying tuned. Thank you so much. We hope to meet in the physical class on Monday. Thank you so much for being part of this class. This class was a success because of you. It's not because I was able to put up anything together. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My Chekanem, all right. Good night to you, Samuel Okgolo. Good night to you. We'll see you in the next class. Yeah, that was a nice session, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was also a nice session with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you for rooting for me. All right. Take care of yourselves. Sleep tight. Sleep tight. Sleep well. Good night. Good night. See you in the next class. God bless you too, Samuel Ogolo. Good night. Finally, the long-awaited Mighty Ekanem. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless you too. God bless you too, University. Thank you so much. Thank you. Media. Covenant. Yeah. We are done. It's fine. We are done. Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much. You can end the live session. Thank you too.